One of my family members that I feel like has been through a lot when it comes to social systems is my great grandfather, Sidney Lanier Leonard. He died about 3 to 4 years ago, but he was born in Lewisburg, North Carolina. Um, he was he died when he was about 90, 92. So with that being said, going back to when in his childhood, racism was still a big thing coming up. Um, it wasn't it wasn't rare or unheard of to hear uh, black people called racial slurs or anything like that. Um, and he basically just told me before he passed that education is the most important thing, um, to get my schoolwork. School always should come first. But going back to the racism thing, he would just tell me sometimes that to never let anybody basically put you down in any type of way, no matter what. He always made sure that I knew that, and now that's something that's instilled within me today. Another thing about the racism, he always used to tell me things that would happen to him, like during his childhood. I remember one time in specific, he told me that he was going to play baseball with his friends, and when he was walking to the baseball field, he saw a white lady across the street. And basically, I guess they were in a neighborhood, like a white neighborhood, a neighborhood that they really weren't supposed to be in. And they were basically calling them niggers and like a whole bunch of racist stuff. And he basically went home crying to his mom and basically wanted an explanation for why he was being treated like that. Especially because he didn't even know the lady that was saying those derogatory terms to him. And another big thing he told me was incarceration. He told me that he told me when I was young that some of my friends would end up being incarcerated, and to not follow behind them. And to this day, he was right. I actually do have some friends who are incarcerated for some of the mistakes that they've done. Luckily for me, I've been able to get away from that, come to North Carolina Central, get my education, do what I need to do in order to move forward in the future. Yeah, but my grandfather, he was definitely a man I could look up to. He never wanted like discrimination and all that stuff. He really hated it, and it's sad to say, but him growing up like that and developing Alzheimer's and stuff, he basically developed a hate for white people basically because of his past and how he grew up. And I just feel like that really wasn't a good look, for lack of a better term. But I just feel like people shouldn't be treated that way, and I feel like that my grandpa had to deal with that, and he had to die knowing that that's what people were like at that time. I know it was hard on him. Yeah, but my grandpa, he was a very nice guy, and his two big things were racism. He hated that. Number two, definitely education. Definitely education. He used to buy me my school books and stuff when I was young, when I was in like second grade. He would take me to Barnes and Nobles and just buy me books to where I could do simple math equations like 2 plus 2, 6 times 6, simple stuff like that. And I really appreciate him for that. Yeah, he was a very influential person in my life, and I thank him for that.